Hello, welcome to the ILCA Excellence in Landscape Awards, Let Your Work Shine. In this presentation, we'll take what may seem like a daunting task of entering into awards and break it down step by step and show you just how easy it can be. In this presentation, we'll start with your project selection, go through a timeline and how to enter, view a sample entry, talk about the importance of the description, good and bad entry photos, and final notes. Choose your project wisely. Awards are great marketing and public relations opportunities. Think about, what are you trying to promote with your eventual award? Promoting your maintenance department, your design, build, and construction departments, singular features that you excel at, sustainable landscaping. Think about long-term how this award will be used, what you're trying to promote, what kind of end clients you want. Identify the message you want and promote to current and prospective clients with your Gold Award. Here's a sample timeline of how to submit your project. 1 year to several months prior, budget for the program entry. This year, there is a reduced fee for new submitters, which also includes companies that have not submitted in over 5 years. Next, identify your project. Go on site visits and collaborate with your coworkers to get things done to make sure this is the best project possible. Record pertinent information. Construction and maintenance notes, issues that have arisen during the construction and/or maintenance, client stories, and anything that may be interesting to the judges on the goals and how you completed those goals. Next, make sure you obtain your client's approval for submitting their project for your award. In the growing season prior to your entry, identify tweaks in plant material, check your maintenance schedule, and look at all the little details. Adjust if needed. Choose your photographer and schedule a photo shoot with weather reschedule dates. Make sure you schedule around your mowing schedule, flower bloom time, and cloudy days are preferred for the best photos. Stage your project. Set the table. Put cut flowers on the table. Put kids' toys away and roll up those hoses. Photograph the site. Make sure someone from your company is on site during these photographs. It's best to have someone there to help out if need be. Once all the photos are done, select the photos that will tell the story and begin writing. 1 month prior to entry, organize your photos so they tell a story. Include before pictures if available. Finish writing your story, proofread, and have someone else edit. It's always a good idea to have a second pair of eyes. Have someone look at the project through the eyes of a judge. Have them look at the pictures, read the description, and make sure that it makes sense. Create all your photo files you need. Draft your text in Word or some other application so it is easily copied and pasted. 1 week prior to entry, organize all entry information. Finalize your text and complete entry form online or prepare to send via email. Complete your entry package and submit photos via FTP site or email. Now, just keep your fingers crossed and wait by the mailbox. After submission, entries are reviewed by 4 judges representing different disciplines: maintenance, construction, design. They can be educators. Entries are judged on their own merit and not side by side with other entries. You'll not be compared to the next entry. Scores are tabulated and submissions will receive gold, silver, merit, or no award. Judges' decisions are final and their comments can be sent upon request. Here's a sample of what your entry will look like. You can either fill it out online on the ILCA website or print it off and submit it via email. Descriptions: when photos fail to tell the whole story. Descriptions are very essential to excellent submissions. There are 2 types of descriptions that you will need for your entry. Photo descriptions that are shorter descriptions that will explain exactly what the judge is viewing at that time. There's also a longer project description. This will summarize the intent of the project, and it is the summary of all the various elements of the landscape. Here's a few tips when drafting your descriptions. Pictures are worth 1,000 words, but provide some good written ones just in case. Here's your chance to explain to the judges exactly what they should be looking at. Proofread. Treat your application like it's a resume. One typographical error can doom the submission. Judges are looking for reasons to be critical. Don't make a typo, be that reason. Be whimsical and tell a story. This should not read like a plant list or a step-by-step construction guidebook. Have fun. In this sample entry, the contractor has included some construction shots to show how the site was before everything was installed. In the descriptions, they explain that there was a huge grade change to achieve to get the aesthetic goals of the client while ensuring minimal damage to existing trees. This shows the struggles that the contractor had to make sure the project turned out properly and by taking great care to keep those trees. In this sample entry, after the contractor included before and during construction shots, they've moved on to the after shots of the project. These are the great photos that show just exactly what this project is made of. In the photo description, the contractor explains how the bluestone patio slab meets the boulder fire pit. The larger bluestone slabs were painstakingly assembled by chiseling the stone to ensure a natural feel and proper placement. The boulder fire pit also serves as a retaining wall to support the grade change needed for the stream. They've explained to the judges just how this project was done. Next comes the project description. This is a 350-word maximum description. In this, you'll need to explain to the judges exactly the goals of the project and how they were completed, the struggles you had throughout the construction and or maintenance of the site, and how you achieved those goals. Make sure to use descriptive words to paint the picture of what this project really entails. Next up is the gold narrative. Here's your chance to write exactly what will be read on awards night as you're receiving your award. It's a 150-word maximum, but only the gold narratives will be read. It's basically just a shortened version of your project description. Photos, the next best thing to being there. How important are photos? Well, ideally, the judges would walk each site with each submitter, but that is just impossible. Photos are the judge's passport to that property. Through those images, the judges must be able to determine visual excellence. Take before photos when submitting a construction entry. They not only help the judges understand the project, but also make for a great transformation effect. Photos, good, bad, and the ugly. Consider hiring a professional photographer. They really have that eye of what angles to take and how to take those photos to get the best shot. If not hiring a professional, pinpoint someone in your company or someone you know who can take great photos. Take some practice shots and angles at different times of the day beforehand to see what are the best shots for that project. Take a look at the details. Make sure leaves are swept up, hoses are rolled up, and everything is in place. And most of all, communicate with your client. Make sure they know your timeline so that they're on board as to when you're taking photos. And remember, great photos equal a great entry. Just a few tips on photos. Make sure to stage your photos. Those judges will view over 500 photographs during their reviews. Make sure yours stand out. Don't be afraid to incorporate people, automobiles, animals, or other features that grab the viewer's attention. Remove all distracting elements, hoses, irrigation flags, debris, children's toys, anything that takes away from that project. Here are a few sample photos to show you how important attention to detail really can be. In this slide, there's a beautiful bluestone patio, a great seat wall, column, and beautiful furniture. And a hose. Make sure you roll those hoses up and keep them out of sight so they stay away from your view. In this sample photo, there's a great paver patio with walls, great plants, and irrigation flags. This next slide shows the same patio without irrigation flags. See how attention to that little detail can make a huge difference. This next sample photo features some great bluestone work, a built-in kitchen, stone steps, nice benches, and a grill cover. The next slide shows the grill with the bench without the grill cover in sight. Our last sample photo shows an incredible temporary outdoor water feature display. Unfortunately, it also includes the company logo and a partially wet hardscape. Make sure you keep all logos out of the photos, as well as make sure your hardscapes are either all wet or all dry for a good shot. A few additional items to keep in mind for your submission. Sustainable landscape construction and maintenance submissions also require a companion supplement. Make sure you document how the project is sustainable so it can receive a sustainable and an aesthetic review. Design or construction drawings are optional, but can be provided to better showcase the scope of the overall project, and they are encouraged. Additional before and after photos are great to include. It's best to submit these additional photos on top of the minimum number to show as many elements of the project as possible. Okay, now it's time to go out and win your award. There are great incentives this year for new companies, so be sure to take advantage of them. Be recognized by your peers at the iLandscape Trade Show in February, and take advantage of great marketing for you as an award winner. If you have any questions, feel free to contact the ILCA at ilca.net or call them at 630-472-2851. Good luck!